My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Final hurdle will be race number 8. Race number 8 at Hollywoodbets Greyville, and this is over 1400 meters. 16:40 is the off time. Number 10, Shanta's Pride, is the ruling favorite, hot pot favorite, and that is trading at 8 to 10. They're then betting 6 to 1 about number 2, Tribadix, and number 3, Manic Monday is 7 to 1. You can then get 8.5 to 1 and bet to the rest. Let's take a look at Shanta's Pride's debut run, and then interviews with Paul Matchett and the conditioner of Shanta's Pride, Peter Muscat.
Naturally going on by a length. Shanta's Pride on the inside, coming out second best, Natalia, but it's number 3, Act Naturally, just holding on to win by a length and a quarter. Shanta's Pride in second, Natalia third. She's Not Easy ran fourth.
German Dieter's had taken time to settle in Durban, so we've just brought her here to relish the warm weather and the sunshine. So we haven't run her yet. It's her first run. We're not expecting much. So, like I said, not a threat at all.
Shanta's Pride has what we call a very immature throat, and she makes a respiratory noise at the end of her work, and she did it after her first run. She bungled the start that day, but did run on very strongly down the straight to run second. She's got the deepest, or one of the deepest draws to contend with on Sunday. But she's galloped solidly in the lead up, and I don't think there's too much depth to the race. And if her respiratory noise doesn't come into play, she should be pretty hard to beat.
Well, glad to hear that from Peter Muscat, and we'll be quite interested in number 10, Shanta's Pride, the daughter of William Longsword. After her debut run, very exciting. She found the money. That was over 1200 meters on the poly track, and she's been doing some real good work back home. Tristan Godden jumps aboard, and this is a horse that we have the family interest in. It's named after the kids, so my dad had the opportunity and the privilege to name it after myself and my 2 sisters. So Warren, it's lovely, these initiatives.
Sheldon, I'm glad you touched on the initiative, because I don't think there's too much debate. Yes, you heard from Peter that she, has an immature throat, and wonderful. We learn each day, and you and I were chatting off air about the immature throat. She's got to breathe, and we've got to wait for that throat to become mature. That's fine. I'm prepared to take that chance. I know she's odds on. You can't go and have, well, you can if you're a favourite backer and you take odds, short odds, so of course you can, but I personally will be bankering her, taking that chance. You'll see in my short list, I like her a lot, so I'm taking the chance. I know she's got an immature throat, but against this field, she's got to breathe. I'm just taking, take a chance. That's what it's all about. Back to the initiative. Before we go back to the initiative, she debuted on the poly. I think she'll far prefer the turf. She was the fastest finishing on debut. Lots to like about Shanta's Pride. And Shanta's Pride, lots to like about Shanta's Pride. And back to that initiative, this race is called the Winning Media Maiden Plate. And Hollywood have obviously, in winning form, have named a few of the races that are for this meeting. But it's just wonderful that they get people involved. They get the people involved in racing to be able to name horses and to give them that opportunity, and really is fantastic. And they always think out the box, and they always include everybody, and it's absolutely wonderful. So yes, you're working on the day, your dad's calling, and how wonderful it'll be for the Peters family to have Shanta's Pride win. I think she will.
I also think she will come through. She's had some solid grass gallops through, and if everything works out, not worried about the draw because the horse is drawn on her inside. She'll probably be able to overcome the draw. And then number 3, Manic Monday. I think this is a nice improver for the trifectas and quartets. And is there one other horse that you could touch on? Maybe number 9, Global Songstress, or anything else you found?
Yeah, that's really it, Sheldon. 10, Shanta's Pride, 3, Manic Monday, and 9, Global Songstress. We all know that we love taking our exactors, so maybe we structure our exact at banker the 10 by 3 and 9. That could be our exacta play for the last race. But me, and I'm sure you and the whole Peters family and everybody at Hollywood and everybody at the Peter Muscat Stable and Tristan Garden are all in Shunter's Pride.
It's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, you know, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.